Hi, my name is Vanessa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the Minimalist Hyaluronic Acid and Polyglutamic Acid 2% Serum, which helps to temporarily hydrate and plump the skin and locks in moisture. Now you can use this serum daily in the morning and or evening. It is suitable for all skin types, and you can use it along with any other skincare product that you have at home, so it does not have any conflicts, or just use it basically alone. And so I want to keep my main focus towards the cleansing step, the application of the serum, and I'm following with sunscreen afterwards to come up with an example morning skincare routine. In the evening you can use the serum on its own or replace your sunscreen step with a moisturizer if you feel the need, and then there you have it. Now I want to keep my main focus towards the application, because after the cleansing step I believe this is where most of you are doing the mistake. Therefore you can come across an uncomfortable feeling or even skincare pilling. So therefore let's get immediately started. Now when starting off with your cleansing step, make sure that you're using a cleanser that's suitable for your skin type. And I have two examples right here of regular cleanser. Of course it isn't wrong to use an exfoliating acid cleanser as well, since it does not have any conflict, so go ahead and do as you like based on your skin concerns. Now I have two examples right here of Cetaphils. I'm going to use Cetaphil's Daily Facial Cleanser, which is great for combination to oily skin. In India this is going to be called the Oily Skin Cleanser. But nonetheless, please make sure to check on the back of the packaging on how you should use your cleanser. Most often it does advise apply the cleanser on wet skin and then rinse it off with water. Now before you're getting started with washing your face using your cleanser, please make sure that you have clean hands. If they aren't clean, wash them at first and then start off with washing your face. So when washing your face with your cleanser, I recommend using lukewarm water so that it's not too hot nor too cold and feels comfortable on the skin. So let's go ahead and do this. Then grab your cleanser, use about 1 to 2 pumps or about a coin size amount on the palm of your hand. About that much, more or less. Rub your hands together and then gently massage it all over your face and neck for about 30 seconds to a minute, making sure to not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth. So, and now go ahead and again rinse it off with lukewarm water. Now at first you can go ahead, use your hands for this, splash some water onto the skin, get most of it off, but usually when doing this above the sink there's still always some residue, especially along the hairline. This is where I always recommend using a clean washcloth in between. Those makeup cloths, microfiber cloths, those are extremely soft and gentle on the skin, yet help you to properly remove any residue of your cleanser, sunscreen, makeup, what you have worn throughout the day or even still in the morning, so that you then can properly wash everything off before you're going to move on to the next step. Grab your clean washcloth and wet it. Squeeze it out. And now gently swipe it across your face and neck to properly take off the cleanser. Now go ahead, rinse it again, and then we are moving on to the next part. So once you're done with your cleansing step, I believe that this is where most of you are going to make the mistake and leave the skin wet, because you think that you have to apply your hyaluronic acid on damp skin but confuse it with wet skin. So what damp skin refers to is by now taking a clean towel and then gently pat all over to remove the remaining water drops from the skin surface, because the skin had already some time while I was washing my face to absorb some water. So this basically refers to damp skin. So once you have removed the remaining water drops on the skin surface, you now can immediately move on to the application of your hyaluronic acid serum. Now of course you can do this in about like 2 to 3 minutes as well, but the sooner you're going to apply it after your cleansing step, the better. And so again, please do not confuse damp skin with wet skin when doing the application, otherwise you can come across skincare pilling, where it's going to rub off like basically the hyaluronic acid that you just have applied, or you can even come across a dry or tight feeling because you have mixed the serum with the remaining water on the skin surface, and then this starts to dry on the skin, and then there you have like an uncomfortable feeling. So therefore this is an important step to do in between before you're going to apply your hyaluronic acid serum to the skin. Now with this formulation, 2 to 3 drops for your face and a bit downwards towards your neck is just enough. Like, you shouldn't overdo it. You should be able to evenly distribute the product, but at the same time you do not need a thick layer. If you want to blend it down like primarily towards your neck, maybe your décolletage as well, you can use up to 5 drops, but overall 3 drops for face and a bit your neck should be enough. Then rub it between your hands or immediately apply the drops to the skin and then start blending all over your face and back. So once you have applied it all over, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. So again, if this is going to be your evening skincare routine, you can stop right here or follow with the moisturizer afterwards. As for your morning skincare routine, usually when using a sunscreen, they have already hydrating ingredients in it. Therefore, it's completely fine to skip the moisturizer. This way it doesn't feel heavy as well. And so this is now what I'm going to follow afterwards, since I'm going to go with a morning skincare routine. So when it comes to the sunscreen step, first of all, take a sunscreen that works the best for you. One great example that I can recommend would be COSRX Aloe Soothing Sun Cream. That's one that I prefer. Other than that, you're going to use about the same amount for your face, neck and ears, which is about half a teaspoon. If you're going to include your décolletage as well, well then it's about 1 teaspoon, because then you need to use a bit more because you're going to cover a larger area. So overall, the main goal is that you should use a fair amount to properly apply it evenly all over your face and neck, including your ears, décolletage as well, so that you can protect the skin from the damaging UV rays, and apply the sunscreen about 10 to 15 minutes before sun exposure. Now to give you a visual example, I have half a teaspoon right here, which I'm going to fill up so that you can see the amount. So about that much, more or less. Depending on the texture of your sunscreen, this can be slightly adjusted, but still you should be able to use a fair amount to properly blend it all over. And then you can start applying it all over. When it comes to your eye part, if you can tolerate the sunscreen around the eyes, including on top of your eyelids and underneath the eyes, go ahead and apply it on that specific area as well. If sensitivity should occur, well, of course, then avoid that part. And then either use sunglasses to protect this part because you haven't used a sunscreen on that specific area, or switch your sunscreen to a sunscreen that you can tolerate around the eyes. Just again, make sure to not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth. So once you have applied your sunscreen all over, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And then there you have an example of a morning skincare routine. Now again, I want to remind you that if you should come across skincare pilling, so after you have applied your sunscreen or maybe your moisturizer in the evening, and you should experience pilling on the skin, then it's likely that you have either used too much of your hyaluronic acid serum and therefore you're experiencing it, or you have applied your hyaluronic acid serum to wet skin, and then when following with the next product afterwards, then you're going to rub off your hyaluronic acid serum. So again, please make sure to properly remove the remaining water drops from the skin surface after your cleansing step, and do not overdo it with the amount of your hyaluronic acid that you're going to apply to the skin. And then you shouldn't come across any issues when following with your skincare routine. Now, this is what I wanted to share with you. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did so, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And if you now want to learn more about skincare in general, you want to see the different applications, I'm going to leave some of the videos at the end of this video so that you can keep on watching and learn more about it. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye.